Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day, and I decided to jump back into Parcel Simulator, the demo. I haven't played this in a little bit, and I'm gonna jump back into this. And I think where I left off is I was experimenting with trying to get some automation into my, I guess, warehouse. However, I was running into the problem where I didn't really have a lot of money, and so doing something experimental without a lot of funds doesn't exactly mesh. So I know I have to build up some funds, going to try to get a bunch of funds so I can play around with the conveyor system and maybe try to make it a little bit more automated. Now, I haven't played this in a while, so I'm probably going to be a little bit rusty. Bear with me. But let's get going and see what we can do. Oh wow, I have negative funds. That's how good I am. I have negative money. Wow. Okay. Okay, I see what I did here. And this is the demo too. So there isn't going to be, not everything is open. So I'm not going to have all the machines that would be available in the main game. So, there is that little bit of an issue as well. All right. I think on the weekends we only have the truck, if I remember correctly. Oh, unpaid bill collected. That's why I have negative funds. Whoops. I did that in another game too. I completely forgot to pay my bills, which was... It wasn't as big a deal as this is, but we have a little bit of work to do. Yeah, it's just the truck for today. So I like the big exit button. That wasn't there before. So I like that. That works for me. So what are these? This is train. I can't do that. Train. It looks like some of these I haven't checked yet. So check. Come on. So this is supposed to check the box if it's, wow, okay. It just spit it back out? That's weird. That's supposed to go one way or another. Let me do that again. What the heck? Okay. No inspection sticker applied. This was what? So this was weight. So what was the other one? I'm sorry, I have to get familiar again here with this stuff. Did they change how this works? Oh, do I have to... Do I have to place one? So this is valid or invalid. This is weight. So it's valid weight. We know that. Okay. So valid weight. Volusia Baka. Yes, that's correct. And then we had to check the serial number on it. Oh, they added a zoom. Oh, I like that. For us old people, that works really well. So it's 8, 25, 36, 9, 2, 0, 3, 6, 9, 2, 8. It's valid. Okay. So everything is valid on this. So print the approval sticker, but this is train. So we can't send it. Let's train, 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 train as well. Okay. All right, well, let's get going with our day. Now you can, I've mentioned this in other videos, you can stack these boxes and just like continuously get boxes from the truck and then just deal with your big pile of boxes at the end of the day if that's what you prefer. Or you can do it one at a time. It's really up to you how you want to do it. It depends, I guess, on how much money you want. If you want more money, then just continuously unload trucks and then deal with it later, which is what I think I'm going to do. Because I want more money. So I can play around with the conveyor system. Okay, we're back in pile mode, I guess. So we have different piles. I sorted everything kind of loosely. And so we have piles that are train. These are train. These are my gosh, I can't think. These are my truck ones, which are today. And then these guys I just put on the table. There's stickers are invalid based on the fact that as you can see, the mode of transportation, which is the upper left-hand corner, like this one's got a hamburger. No. There's a carrot on this one, a rocket ship on this one. So we automatically know that those are denied based on the shipping methods. And so we'll put denial stickers on those. These are truck. These are train as well from the other pile. I just have to move them over. And then these are also truck and these are air. So we're going to get going on the, we'll get these on the denied, and then we will start getting our truck ones sorted, whether they're approved or denied based on their code, their weight, all of that good stuff. Okay. So we got the boxes for the truck all situated, I think. I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, I've got a waiting line. I'm gonna wait for the last. I'm gonna send just this one parcel out too, and get the money for it. As you can see, we went from negative $200 to like almost $3,000 this way. So if you really want, you know, funds, the best thing to do is just to unload the trucks and then deal with the piles at the end of the day, since you decide when to go to bed and start the next day. The game doesn't do it for you. So it's a good way to like build up some funds and some cash. One thing I did notice, I don't know how this happened, but I have this backwards. So the weight should not be facing this way. It should be facing me. If it's valid, it should go into the no inspection sticker applied thing. So I kind of have this backward. Well, let's see. So I did notice that when you pick these up, you can flip them based on the arrow. So let's rotate this first. So the weight's here. If it's approved, okay, yep. So, but okay, got it. So now I put it in here for the weight. If it's valid, it comes out. And then I want this the other way as well. And it'll spit it out here because no inspection sticker is applied. So, and if it's invalid, it'll spit it out here because there's no, again, there's no inspection sticker. So there's no, so it can't go to the invalid because there's no sticker. So put it in here, the weight will check it. If it's correct, it'll put it to this machine, which will spit it out here because no inspection sticker is applied. So for this one now, we want to flip this around as well because we have the denial in the wrong spot. Yeah, I definitely need more conveyor belts because if it's denied, I want it to go, you know, back this way. If it's approved, I want it to move to wherever it's going to be approved to. So there's a little bit of work here involved, but that's okay. That's why I'm doing this, is I'm just trying to play around with it and figure out essentially the best way. I also want more storage racks and stuff too, because then I can take these stacks of boxes and actually put them in on racks, which would be very, very helpful. So anyway, that's the end of this day, day 14. $3,073 we have built up in our coffers. We had a pretty good day of no failed submissions. Let's see. I really want this serial number scanner, but it's not in the demo, sadly. I like this pallet, transport up to 4 parcels or shop deliveries at once. Wonder how that works. I'm gonna test one and just see. Okay, apparently I had a plant and a basketball delivered at some point. Okay. You can carry multiple parcels or shop deliveries at the same time. Each attach parcels one by one or hold the pallet and pick up parcels directly. Oh, that's handy. So like we can just go over here and be like, meow. That's awesome. I like that. Okay. That makes things a little easier. I wish it had more than 4, but maybe, was there a larger one that held more? No, it's just that one. I mean, better than nothing. I'll be real honest. 8 would be fantastic, or based on the package dimensions would also be kind of cool. So like you can have these 4 big boxes, but you can also have like 4 little ones or something like that. I don't know. It's just spitting. Anyway, we're gonna move on and end this day and continue our cash buildup. So I just want to quick mention this. If you make a mistake, like I realized with that package that I didn't look at the country, you can absolutely change the sticker. So this is actually denied because it's the wrong country. So you can take off the approved sticker, put on the denied, or vice versa, whatever. And you can save, essentially, you can save yourself from possibly missing a parcel. So I just wanted to mention that. Okay, so we have almost $10,000, which is quite a bit of money. And I think that's probably enough for us to try to get going with some conveyors and different systems and things like that. I've noticed a couple of things. First of all, I noticed that the weight machine doesn't seem to like that's the small parcels, the really thin ones. I can get it to work. That last one, I couldn't get it to work, so I took it over to the manual scale and just manually weighed it. But it seems to be very finicky with that particular parcel. The rest of the parcels seem fine, but that one, the weight machine just doesn't seem to like for whatever reason. So that could be a bug. It could be, I wouldn't think that's the way it was intended. I hope not anyway. It's kind of frustrating to try to get that package in there just right so the weight machine takes it. Also, I noticed I love the zoom feature, by the way, on the packages. That makes me so happy because my old eyes, oh my gosh. Sometimes it is hard to see the numbers. So the zoom feature makes it super easy to be able to see the numbers on the parcel. So thank you for that zoom feature. That's amazing. That makes that part of it so much easier. And like I said, I can't wait to get the scanner. But before you can get the scanner, when you do have to manually type that in, it is nice that you can zoom in and see the number super, super easy. Also, I noticed this, and I don't think I've seen this in there before. I gotta find it again. Nope. Where is it? I am I crazy? I'm crazy. I am crazy. Parcel opening toolbox. Toolbox containing a knife, open and examine parcel contents grants access to the contents inspections license. That's awesome. So you get to actually open the packages at some point and see what's inside. That's great because I think the very first time I played this, I'm like, so what exactly are we shipping? I don't know. The curiosity of it, you're handling these parcels all day. I personally would be a little bit curious as to what's inside of them. I'm not sure if everybody else feels the same way, but my curiosity is certainly piqued. So I don't remember seeing this. So the parcel opening toolbox, awesome. Thumbs up to that. I can't wait to play the real game. I can't wait to play the released game and discover what some of those contents are. So that makes me super happy. I think that's all I noticed that was kind of new or that I had missed in the prior demo plays. Maybe the derivator is new and the inspection sticker applier. I don't remember seeing this splitter either, but I could be completely wrong. Anyway, stuff like that will make it so much easier and faster to be able to process your parcels, especially when you get deeper into the game and you're starting to have all this space and you're gonna have all these crazy conveyor belts going everywhere. So yeah, it's nice to know that these things will be available at some point. I do have the unloader already over on where my airplane storage rack is, so I find that really helpful as well. Just to be able to throw an already approved airline box and just have it stored until the airline comes around, which I think is Wednesdays. I can check actually. Yeah, Wednesdays and Fridays are airline. I haven't seen any of the maritime yet, so I'm curious what that's going to be like. I'm also very excited for that aspect of it. And anyways, I just wanted to share a few of those notes before we continue on and start building some crazy conveyor belts and crazy systems. Well, maybe not crazy, but I am going to play around with it a little bit and I'm going to see how far I can get with what's given to me. Okay, I think we have enough money that we can try to buy some more belts to see how automated we can make the demo version of this game. Let's see. So, scale the number pad. So, I already have, the weight checker and this. So this would be, in all purposes of the demo, our starting point. I'm just gonna move this out of the way. I like having it as a backup. Sit flat, does it? Okay, well, I'm just gonna stick it there for now. So this little thing would be like our starting, what we would do, put each package in. So if it doesn't have a sticker, it's around there. So we would put the package in. If it was denied, it would go this way. If it's approved, it'll go this way. Which doesn't really help us, because if it's approved, we still have to know what means. Like, little air sticker on this one shows it would go air. Denied. Like, we'd set it there. And then this would be the weight, checking the weight. Okay, so I think that would mean if there's no sticker applied, it would go into this machine, and we could insta-check the weight immediately. What's up? Got like 2 conveyor belts between here, like normal conveyor belts, right? So it would go in here. And if there's no sticker applied, then it would go through to the weight. That would be the next one. If it's approved, it'll just spit it out here. Which... we could just add it to like we could just add it to a shelf. So denied, we could take this. Get up. I'd want to flip this. Not flip it. There. We'd want it to go this way. Because I don't know if this would work if you can put them next to each other like this. I assume you can. I would be worried that one would fall off the conveyor, because we did see like them falling off once they got piled up. We put that there. Let me grab this. Because that's still not going to work. Because I don't want the invalid ones to get caught up in the conveyor system, right? So the invalid ones would still need a sticker of this measure, so maybe we wouldn't want that right away, but like we could put this one here. That way it's not like right next to the other one. I want to use those. I need a whole bunch of straight pieces of conveyor. Let's start with 5. We'll see where that lands us. Okay. Open. There we are. I still don't want... Yeah, they'd be like almost tripping over each other. So I would have to have like this one set here. So it goes up and over and down. I'm just gonna set that there for now. So yeah, okay, so this would go over this conveyor belt and come down here if it's invalid, so we can put the invalid sticker on it. The next I can... I still want like maybe 1 or 2 more straight pieces. So we'll go back and grab this one. Another piece. Was the last piece, right? Yeah. You can't order more when there's still stuff in the trucks. You have to empty the truck before you can order more. So, empty that first. But yeah, basically, we're just going to run a couple more pieces here. This will go into the invalid submissions. So, if we place a parcel, it'll tell us that there's no sticker, and then it'll weigh it. So, like, let's just take this one, for example, for, like, giggles. It's checking for a sticker. It doesn't have one. So it'll spit it out, right? Yep, okay. It's gonna go into our weight checker. So the weight's invalid, so it goes up that, and then down here onto our table. We can print the denial. They have to click on the table. There we are. And then place it onto our denied belt. So that was good because it actually was a denied one. So it easily went up this little ramp and then down to our staging area. Now, if it's valid, we don't have any more machines than these 2 that were listed in the demo. So, go to inspection tools. Okay, maybe all. Is it automation? Yeah, so we only have the sticker checker and we only have the scanner conveyor. We don't have the country, the serial number, or the cargo type available. So, you know, our automation for this particular instance is quite limited, but still, I can give you an idea, I guess, of, you know, how to set this up. And we do have a little bit of room. I don't think I can buy any more. Yeah, not available. Not available. So I can't expand anymore. I bought all the expansions that were available in the demo anyways. So, I'm going to buy some more stuff. I'm going to get, first of all, I'm going to get the pellet to make it easier to move things. Even though you can only move 4, it's still better than nothing. We're going to get a couple storage racks, and we're also going to get some more... What is that? Tier 1 conveyor pauser. Oh, manually pause and unpause the flow. Oh, that's cool. This is the unloader. Unload parcels from storage racks onto conveyor belts. Only unload parcels on specific days. Oh, that's neat too. And I really like this diverter cargo type as well. Direct parcels into different exits based on cargo type. So I do like that too. Again, not available though. At least not in short term. Did not check out. There we go. See how easy it is just to go through funds in this game? It's like ridiculously easy. Okay, let's get the rest of our stuff. We can jump with it too. Weight has no meaning. Put that there. And take that one off. Wait, can we do like on the tape? I just noticed how close that got to the table, and I've never seen this before, so that's actually kind of cool. Can we actually do that? Let's see. Wait, can I pick this table up and move it? Like, and pick the table. It doesn't want to behave. But I could just... Oh, now I moved it, and I can't move it back. Urgh, I'm so sad. But yeah, in short, yes. That's kind of neat. I didn't want it over this far, though. So does this... Yeah. So, like, okay. This isn't gonna go anywhere, so it's not gonna matter, but I'm just gonna test it. So if I have a package on the table, and I'm doing my thing, right? And I'm like, okay, we're ready. Ah. Okay. Let me flip it around. And if I go the other direction. Yep. that's kind of neat. So you can like get the table really close to the conveyor belt. It's extremely helpful. Just gonna throw this back over here. So essentially that's a lifesaver. I could probably fiddle with this until this is like really close to, but I'm not gonna waste time doing it. The fact of the matter is you can do it, and it's pretty neat that you can. I need another corner piece, but I don't have any. I don't think I bought any either. Oh, let me grab my... that. Let me go empty the truck and then I'll get a corner piece. So I also bought like 2 storage racks and the drop loaders to the storage racks. So essentially, in purposes of this demo, we can have these storage racks set up like open. Let's say over here somewhere. You can set stuff straight, you just kind of have to angle yourself where the item will be straight and then, you know, set it down. So let's see here, rotate. I'm thinking because I need to get these approved back over to my desk somehow. And nah, I can't do that, can I? That's $1 million question, isn't it? I'm just gonna drop these off. Okay, I'm gonna buy 1 more of these and a corner piece. My money is slowly going down. Slowly, I mean quickly. I can't do that, can I? No. No, like that doesn't work, right? Like this wouldn't work. Would it? Like, I'm like intrigued. This is why I wanted to play with this some more. I wanted to see like what was possible. So this is all denied. This goes to... I would like a second one that goes to the air, which will be fairly simplistic. No, I mean, that's not gonna work, right? Where is it? No, there's no way this can work, right? There's just no way. It's too... No way! Oh my god, that works! Oh, I just got really excited. I'm sorry. How did that work? You guys saw that, right? Oh my god, that's really exciting. That's awesome. Like, I never would have expected... Okay, so we put the parcel in, right? This is the sticker checker, and it's got a sticker. So then it's gonna kick it up and over, well, kind of like through the machine, down here, and then oh my gosh. Ooh. That's pretty neat. Okay, wow. Sorry. I got really loud. I'm really excited. I didn't think that this 45-degree angle would work. I just didn't, and it did. You saw it twice. It worked twice. That's impressive. That's very impressive. However, the way it sits is it's going the same place the denial sticker is going, which is all the way down, and I don't want it to. I'm curious, like, I'm just gonna try with this. I was hoping that I could butt this up against here, but it doesn't go that way. And that's too, Because if it's denied, I still want it to go. As cool as this is, I don't think this is gonna work, because it's just gonna spit it out and it'll go straight to denial, and I don't want it to. I want it, it's an approved sticker, I want it to pop up, come down here, and then go to my table, so I can essentially sort, well, no, if it's approved, I don't really have to do anything with it. I could actually just put it on these storage racks, which I think I'm going to do. As cool and as mind-blowing as that was, it's not going to work that way. But at least we know that that is very possible. You can put these containers over the top of these other containers. Or these these conveyor belts over the top of these checkers. Was not using the right terms, I'm sorry. And essentially work at a 45-degree angle, as you saw. So if the weight is valid, we still have to check it. So let me put this back. This was just used for experimental reasons. So what we can do is this. Wow, and that works that way too. At the very end, it connects in. Oh, if it's approved. Yeah, if it's approved, I can still dump it here because we don't have the what means, like flight, truck, train, that kind of thing. So I wonder if it has an approval sticker and it's approved. Will it spit it? Well, we can check. That's right. I've got these. These are already approved. So essentially, if we put that in there, it'll show it's approved. Now, does it go up this ramp? That's the question. Yeah, it does. That's impressive, too. Okay. That's really good. Will you still be running around in the demo? yes, as if you're playing the demo. But if you're looking, you know, ahead into the game when it launches and you really want to automate, there's like these conveyors are apparently very, very customizable. Like I don't even need this here. It just went from there to up the conveyor and over if it was approved. Which is also a safe or a space saver, if you think about it. Especially like an early game when you don't have a lot of room to work with. Having these conveyors that are this easy to work with makes it much more manageable. So if this is so this is our weight. If our weight's valid, we still want to check it. So essentially, we would need another one of these hipped conveyor belts. So it would come back here and then go down, which might get confusing because if they're invalid, we've just we've not done ourselves a favor with this machine, because then we're getting boxes in the same location that are denied because of weight and are valid because of weight. So we're just creating more work for ourselves. So that wouldn't work. We'd have to pick like another place for these to go. But if these are so maybe we should just flip that around. Right? Essentially. So So it would be weight, invalid would get spit out here, valid would get spit out here. We still need a sticker for the invalid, but what we can do we're just gonna have to do some creative rearranging. And this, of course, probably will not be the most efficient way to do everything with you know, pre-live, but so these are invalid by weight, so these will need an invalid sticker. It'd be cool if we had a handheld thing that printed valid or invalid stickers. That way you could just pop over here and print out a bunch of tickets and go slap, 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 slap. But I don't think that was a thing in the store. Yeah, so I mean, this is one way of doing it. I was trying to think if there was like I don't know. Like I said, there's no real efficient way to do this right now because it's still in demo phase and not everything is available to purchase. So, but that does help. So if they stick them out invalid here, then we can just put the stickers on them and go from there. If they are valid, then they can come through here and then we can do our last two checks, which would be the keypad and the country. Make sure that that's all kosher, and if it is, send it on its merry way, either via to truck and train, it's over here, or to air, which is over there. We'll just toss this one really quick. I don't remember if this was the one I picked up or not. That was invalid. I can't remember. Yeah, this was invalid. That's gonna go there and then onto the storage rack as an invalid thing. Okay. So the last thing we want is our air parcel, which that one piece will come in handy later when it is available after the full game launches or the early release launches, whichever's coming. Because then you can essentially pause one of these. So let's say it's not our air day. We can pause this belt, and then anything we put on, you know, like if we have these together with the another piece of conveyor, we can pause this one, but then leave this one running, so the package will essentially go this way and then be held for the air day. And we can set that up. So I'm gonna get another piece like this. Gosh, my money is going down so quickly. I looked at that 9,000 or whatever that I had in there, and I was like, God, I hope this is enough to play around some more with this conveyor system, because if it's not, I'm gonna cry. But that's what's kind of fun about playing with these demos and stuff, is you really get to like experiment and play around with it and see what really does work. Of course, if you prefer to do it live, that's your choice as well, but it's just one more way. Yeah, because what we can do then, once it's checked, if it's air, it can go up this conveyor belt. And then down this way. I may have to just completely readjust this, which I'm all right with. Put that there for now. I don't. I'm gonna set this over here. This is straight to the that one, and this corner one. Now the big challenge will be remembering how all of these are working. So I guess another good rule of thumb is you can pick the colors of these, and then you can color coordinate to make it even easier. I didn't color coordinate, but you can. Oh no, you can't. Okay, I thought these were all color coordinated. Well, that would be helpful. Having these conveyor belts in different colors like they do for the storage options would be really nice, because then you can say, all right, white, the white conveyor belt is air. Those are all going over to the air section. However, yes, it could be a moot point as well if once you get all of your automated systems for your game, where you're not manually checking, that it's not a big deal. So there is that too. But that would be kind of a nice option to have a color coordinated conveyor belts if for early stages anyway of the game. For later stages, like I said, it's probably going to be a moot point, but for early stages it would be, might be one of those helpful tools. I need some more pieces of straight conveyor belt as well. Get everything out of it? I did. This looks so weird. It is so like Frankensteinish with all the conveyor belts, but hey, we learned some things with these, so I already have 4 on there. I was like, why can't I grab that? I already have 4. Okay, so let's pick... Wrong area. I wanted it to be over this way. So... I think what'll be neat too is in late stages of this game, when you have like these Frankenstein conveyor belts, that you're able to go back and kind of refine what you have and make it even better. Faster, more efficient type thing. So reselling the pieces or scrapping the pieces, you know, whatever. I'm not even sure how you rid of a piece, you know? I'm not sure if there is a sell option. Be kind of cool if there was, to be fair. Alright, let's just check another air package. So that one, the weight was good. So this is an air pack. Oh, that was an E. Of course we know it's good. So this is going to, and I believe that's okay. Check the country just to make sure, but I think that's the wall. Yep. And road. Take that. Let's see the number. But invalid. Yep. That would go there, essentially. This conveyor is a little bit out of our eyesight when we're here. You can zoom out though, which I didn't do. So I guess we still can see it. So you can zoom out, do what I did. Like, I can't see this. This is an E as well. An E. Alright, this is an A. Let's see what this is. So that one is... Zoom back. Package gets here. And bullshit, I believe it's correct. Boca, I'm sorry. 42. So it is valid. So this is a valid plain one. So then we would put this... Wait, I'm just gonna do this from the table. We put this there, right? Clean it up. Okay, so that doesn't work off of the table. I'd have to put it up higher. Okay. And this would carry all the way down, all the way over. To this rack. Sure. In theory. The rack must be full. That's why it doesn't want So the rack is full. So it's just gonna hang out there until we either clear the rack or get a second rack for it to store on. So that's a good question. Would we have to get a second? So let's just say, for giggles, this one hooks to this one. Come on, hook to it. I've seen you do it. Nope, it still won't push it onto the rack that's connected to it. So each rack has to be connected to one of these connector ramps, and then it'll store it for you. It was worth a try, though. It is for sure connected. Leave. I mean, I'll fuss with it a little bit. And one conveyor belt being in the way is kind of making things a little bit difficult. Yeah. Or, I guess what you could do there's another question. Okay. So, if you take this up, I don't even know if I have that on there straight enough for it to work. Yeah, it does. Okay, so it can be crooked. Alright, so... yeah, you would... There's nothing that would pick it up from this rack and put it to this rack via this connector. Oh my god. It's fine. It can stay there. It would be kind of cool if they were connected and then they could be pushed all the way, you know, over, essentially. Well, that tests that, though. Is there a conveyor that picks up from a storage shelf? I think I saw one, but I will double check. Check. Go straight, corner, bridge, load parcels, conveyor belts, storage rack. automatically moves parcels in. It moves parcels. This is the pauser I was talking about. Unload parcels onto conveyor belts. Only to unload parcels specifically. So this is what you would essentially need. So you could put that between those two storage shelves. It will unload the parcel from the storage rack onto the conveyor belt. That still wouldn't work because we wanted to take parcels from one rack and put them on the backs, like connect the storage racks so they would just continuously stack on them. And this isn't going to do that. This will just take them from the storage rack and put them on the belt for that week. So for the airline, for example, we would put this on the back of that rack, connect it to the chute, and then it would unload them and get the airline packages into the chute. This is an auto sticker applier. Oh, okay, so there is something like that. I was talking about a one you could carry with you, but this will work. Basically the same thing. It's just an actual conveyor, which it's probably even more convenient. This is the splitter, and some secret items we don't know about yet, which is kind of fun. So you can't link storage racks together, but obviously as you go up through the game, you get access to bigger ones. So that's a really nice feature as well. So no, there's nothing that will put them, there's no conveyor belt or unloader that will take them from one storage rack and put them onto another storage rack. I guess the only thing you could possibly do is so this is the loader. If you took the unloader to the storage rack, put it behind here, and then put this on the back side of the unloader storage rack, and it would just load it onto the next one. That's probably how you would make that work. I can't test it because that piece isn't available, but that would probably be your solution. Even if that didn't work, if you put them up next to each other, even putting a straight conveyor in between the two would most likely work. So that would be another way to connect the storage racks without having to manually move things around, essentially. Yeah, and so from here, we could take the unloader and just connect it to here, and it would go right into the chute. That would be interesting and neat. But I think this is as automated as we can probably get. So we have, I wanted to do one thing, actually. I wanted to move this around because it didn't quite fit what I was hoping for. So I'm just going to move a couple pieces around so it will suit our needs. So I'm just going to steal this package. Example. This one's ready to go. It's airline. We put it there. It moves up this belt, over the curve, down, and then into the storage rack. And then this other piece goes directly to the invalid. This directly goes to invalid, which is fine because it will have an invalid sticker on it. If the weight's valid, it comes to us so we can check it. If it's invalid, it goes to the storage rack so we can check it. I don't know if we would need a straight it's okay airline conveyor system, because so obviously, as I said, we don't have all the pieces like we will when we have the game, the new game. So what you can do, or what we could do, is Grab one more piece. I'm so glad I had enough money. I was kind of sweating it, I'm gonna honestly say. And I don't know why I'm so intrigued with figuring out this puzzle, but to me it feels like a puzzle and I need to figure it out. Whee! So, what we could do... I keep thinking that we can butt these up against this like this, and it just doesn't work that way. It just doesn't. I need some more straight pieces, I guess. Or I can take this, which we're not using currently. We could take this piece. Oops. We're gonna pick this up and we're gonna flip it. There we go. Like, in real situation, we wouldn't have this hipped piece right here, because we don't need it. Hey, can we flip this around? We rotate it. Ah, that's an idea. Hopefully. So what we can do on days that we have the air pieces. Trying to think of how to do this as smoothly as possible without moving pieces. Because like I said, we don't have the pauser, so we can't pause the line that we're not using for the day. And even more conveyor belt pieces to make this work. Flip. Go. That's what I want. Do a curve. Yeah, I need more pieces. Not gonna get what I want it to do. Okay, yep, I need more straight pieces. All there is to it. Shop. You want. I'll get 4 for now. I'm probably going to need more, but I'm trying to be conservative because I don't want to run out of money. Because once I run out of my money, I'm pretty much, I think I'm going to call it done testing. So let me grab my handy dandy pick 'em up crate, which is a lifesaver. Some of this stuff too that I've talked about might actually be considered for the game. It might be one of those boxes that says this item's not available in the demo, meaning it's being worked on, but they're not even going to tell you what it is, which is kind of exciting too. So let's pick this up and I'm gonna this piece. That's where this curve will be handy. And I'm sorry, but you all know that I'm not going to remember how I have this all configured. Like I said, the color coding of the conveyor belts would be kind of helpful for early stages of the game, like when you start playing around with this particular section of belts. Like, then I would know this goes straight to the chute. So like this one would maybe be white for air straight to the chute, and this one might be like gray because it's going to storage, but it's still of that white color, so then I know it's air kind of thing. I'm gonna bring this piece closer. This is all gonna just get revamped. Probably do need 1 or 2 more pieces, but let's just see where this gets us. Oh yeah. Oop. Yeah, I need one more straight belt for the loader's not going to help me. I wish it would, but it's not going to. I did get pieces, okay. So, let's walk through this again one more time, now that I've kind of fussed around with everything. So this is our sticker checker. This checks our stickers. If there is a sticker and it's approved, it comes up this conveyor down over here, piled here. So I can sort it. And if it's air, it'll go to storage, which is in the middle, or straight flight, which is on the right. If it's train, or it'll go here. I could probably extend this out further and buy a couple more pieces, but yeah, I don't know. I don't really see the whole need for it. I'm still going to be moving. You can't fully like not move in this section or this stage of the game. You would need a lot more pieces to be able to work a little bit more efficiently. So that's probably as efficient as I'm going to get. I'm sure somebody can prove me wrong. Somebody else might have played with this in a different way and found some different configurations that work. And that's fine. I would be glad to watch that video later. So anyway, if they're declined sticker, they go straight to the decline chute. If they have no sticker, they come through here, they go to wait, and they're checked. If they don't have a valid wait, they get spit out here for a declined sticker. Now I realize that means I have to run back and put them back here, the decline sticker, but at least they're sorted, which is great. I would love to sort them via means, but that particular machine is not available in the demo, so we cannot do that. Yes, and I'm sure I can do some crazy conveyor belt system in which it would spit them back here and I could just do the decline sticker. But honestly, this is that's pretty good for me, quite frankly. And then for wait, if they are approved, they go up here, down this belt and over to the table so we can check the serial number and the country, and then send it on its way via air, declined, or truck/train. If I see that they're air and it's not an air day, I can put them on this belt immediately so they can come this way and land there. So essentially that's our belt system. So I'm just gonna check a few of these air packages and see how well this does from the beginning. The only thing about this is it's a little bit slower than I think our normal routine. So this one's invalid, so that gets packed. Oops. And this will just wait patiently until it's time to go into the checker. Not. Oh, yep. Okay. Now these are the packages that this particular machine doesn't really seem to like. Yeah. That one is approved, so it's getting pushed to the left. But it probably won't push through until another package comes up behind it. Okay, so it's not going to move because the one in front of it is not. So I would have to move this and this. Oops. No, stop, stop, stop. God, I could see that happening to me. And now that little one is getting scanned for weight. So it is a process that won't move until stuff is cleared so it can keep moving. And that one's invalid. So it's going on the invalid. Okay, I can see we're having this particular belt's a little problematic, like inside the machine. Because if you don't get it in there just right, it's going to go this way or up this, like, immediately. So it's probably better to have this back with one straight piece in between. So it kicks it out to the belt and then goes up and over. That's good. Okay, I'm just going to clear a few of these. It's valid. What's the country? that is not sticker country. I don't. No, that's South. So this is invalid. There. This one is, I believe that's correct. Hello? Molland? Yeah. We want to check the number. Valid. So everything's good on this one. And it's not our air day, so we have to put this in the middle so it goes to the storage. I believe that's so. Yeah, I could see you definitely want, for air, a lot of storage racks or a lot of ways to get those storage racks done. With the unloader, it makes it kind of hard to have that part automated, so I could see where that would be an issue right now, but in the game, no. Valid. And I'm just gonna run over to here. What I'm gonna do is take these. I like the snapping. That's kind of naturally happening on these. Rotating there. Go through this. There we go. Not sure why this isn't. It would continue on its merry way. Little hiccup, I guess. There we go. Good. Wow, it's stopping there for some reason. Not sure why. Well, that's interesting. Sure. It was working before, just fine, too. Huh. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why it's not working. My shelf isn't bugged, is it? Oh, I can't even pick up this shelf. Like, I can pick up this shelf. I can't pick up this one. This one's like bugged or something. That sucks. Okay, well, we did see it work though, and I guess that's the point, that we did see it load at one point. I don't know why it bugged out, but it did. This is a problem now, as I've seen, because you can't quite get the... Oh, I will fix it. I am gonna do another day. Just normal, like not stacking boxes or anything, just, you know, going with the belts as best I can. I want it to pick up. Go that way. Yeah, that's what we want. Oh, yeah, okay, that's right. The problem was it was going straight to the... We'll take this piece out. This piece. Because there's no real reason to have these pieces here. In fact, take this corner piece. And do that so it kind of unloads it right here. As an approval. If I take this out, can I pick it up? Still can't pick it up. So it's this shelf. That shelf is being a buggy bug. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. We're just gonna do like a little mini day of trying this stuff. And we're just gonna see how it goes. Oh wow, okay. My game is really bugged. Alright. Yeah, it just keeps going in a circle. The endless loop. Alright, well, we'll fix it. Okay, yeah, it didn't save any of that. So, wah-wah. I guess that's my cue to end the video, but hey, we did learn a lot from just playing around with it, even though my game bugged and crashed and I couldn't actually do a test run. I was able to test a lot of different things with some of the packages that I still had sitting there. So all in all, I think I did learn quite a bit, even though, like I said, I had that unfortunate bug at the end. But hey, you know what? It happens. Not a big deal. And I certainly know kind of how to configure for next time and in the future when I actually play this game when it comes out, because I am going to. And I will do more videos on it too when it comes out on either early release or full release, whichever. I would be happy to play it. So I hope you guys learned something too by watching this. Please like if you like this video. Please comment if you feel that you found anything interesting or unique, or you want to tell me something that I certainly didn't know, because I would love to learn more too about this particular game. So as for the demo, I think this is probably the last demo video I'm going to do. So unless there's some fixes or patches, then I'll come back and play it again and see what was updated or added to the demo, if anything. So yeah, I'll wrap it up here. Thanks so much for watching. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.